The issue, I saw it, but also I think it sort of saw me. The cost of childhood hunger is literally everything. A child won't come to class if they're hungry, if they haven't eaten. If they do make it to school, they're not going to listen, they're not concentrating. And so when the schools in Kenya said that the biggest issue kids had was they were fainting and they were hungry, I just knew that it was time to do something. In Africa particularly, school feeding programs, which have already been proven to impact children very positively, are not widespread. We have the lowest spread of school feeding programs across the world. A lot of that is because of supply chains, food production, making sure that food is getting to schools, that it's fresh, and also the cost of getting that food out. So that's something that we're trying to solve, to ensure that kids are getting food in schools every single day.
Unazungumza na Idris wa Food for Education. Hapo tutangangana pia. Tuko kwa njia lakini tunakuja, tushatoka.
Delivering fresh meals for kids is essentially a 24-hour operation. It's something that our team takes a lot of pride in how we do things. I started with 25 kids. My goal then was to feed 100 kids. The first thing was essentially just cooking food and then figuring out distribution. So you kind of need to design it in a way that prep is happening in one place, and then production, and then distribution. And the flow is very seamless. Right now, our smallest kitchen is a 10,000 capacity kitchen, and our largest is about 60,000. I just loved the efficiencies of running a school feeding program where the food is produced in very high quality and then distributed to kids, and kids enjoy it. Now we feed over 300,000 kids every single day.
Hii program imetusaidia sana kwa sababu kama mimi most of the time sikuwa nakula lunch. Saa zingine mzazi wako anaweza afford hiyo pesa ya kila saa breakfast, kila saa lunch.
Chakula iko na ladha, ndio. Ni tamu, kila mtu anaipenda.
We use technology that is called Tap to Eat, and this is where we use this kind of wristband. So how this works is that the parent registered through our application in the system, that we create their account, that is like an e-wallet. This is where the parent top up the amount for their kids.
So we set the price. Initially it was around 15 shillings for the meals. And so when parents contribute this, their child would be able to get a very nutritious meal, and it is essentially the cheapest meal in Kenya.
If a child's stomach is empty, they do not participate well. They sometimes sleep in class, they are not attentive, you'll be shouting, "Hey!" and no one listens to you. But if their stomachs are full, they are more active, they are more attentive, they participate highly, they really attend to class.
The school was performing dismally. It was one of the bottom schools in the county. But when this program came, they go to class and do their studies. And the academic performance of the school is good now.
One of the things that was very intentional for me when we began was making sure that we're involving the communities that we work in, that we're reinvesting back into our economy, that we're creating jobs, that we're creating opportunities within the systems that we're working in and we're living in.
Kwa sababu mimi nilikuwa ni mzazi ambaye niko nyumbani, sikuwa na ajira. Nilikuwa na wakati mgumu sana kwa sababu niko na mtoto darasa la 5. Kwa kusema kweli, hili shirika lilinisaidia pakubwa sana. Naweza kujikimu kimaisha, nalipa nyumba, napata chakula, nalipia watoto wangu fees.
bringing in parents as the people who prepare the meals, as the people who distribute the meals, training them, giving them, for a lot of them, their first formal job has been really important to ensuring that the program is sustainable and to ensuring that it has significant local ownership. We have essentially a formula if we go to a new place. So it's hire local, find local supply chain systems, be able to distribute meals. Where do you locate the kitchens? How do you build an ecosystem of school meals and distribution across that region? Our sourcing really works through smallholder farmers, where we're buying, from farmers who have 1 bag of beans, up to 3 bags of beans, sometimes even 10 if we're lucky. It's cheaper and it empowers farmers. We're working with government to, first of all, build out financing, making sure that there's increased budgeting and sustainability, and then making sure that we're institutionalizing the right policies to ensure that school feeding programs are scaling universally across the country.
We should be able to cover each and every county in Kenya with a school feeding program.
By codifying our model, it's been really helpful for us to think more about how to replicate it.
Na biashara zangu nafanyanga hapa Ruiru. Na deal na type zote za cereals. Food for Education tumefanya biashara kutoka 2012 mpaka wakati huu. Na tumeendelea sana. Kuanzia kilo 20, 40, 50 wakaenda hivyo wakaitisha ngunia wa 800 tons. Kwa hivyo imesaidia watu wengi kutoka hapa Kenya mpaka nje ya nchi. Kwa hivyo Food for Education wameenda mbali na wamesaidia sana.
Unaweza sema kushiba imekufanya unaweza kuendelea kula?
Yeah, no, my performance is good now. Now I'm concentrating in my studies.
My favorite subjects are science and math.
Me in future ningependa kuwa tu engineer.
The impact has never been questioned in terms of, is it good for kids to eat? It's a good thing.
Uko diet, sasa Bridget, kwa nini unanyamaza hivyo? Mama kwaje? Ni mom, nimekuwekea mom.
But how do they eat? That's the question we've been trying to solve, is how do you scale it? How do you make sure that it's cost effective? So by providing 1 million meals a week, we're able to answer that question, that it can scale and it can be cost effective to ensure that kids are being fed every single day.